Mike Gallagher.
Hey, Mike. If Biden is so pro-Israel, then why did he send Iran $6 billion, an anti-Israel and an anti-American regime?
Hey, Mike. How you doing, buddy? Love your show. Hey, just one point. It's amazing how Biden will not go where he's needed, but he'll go where he's not wanted. Wow. What a president. Y'all have a great day. Keep it up, man.
Couple of really good observations. The other caller from New York is correct. If Biden is so pro-Israel, why did he help fund Iran with to the tune of $6 billion? Here's a text message from Charlotte, North Carolina. None of the Middle Eastern countries are opening their doors for the Palestinians from Gaza, so why would we? Biden is a joke, by the way. And finally, a text message from Massachusetts. Thank you for taking a fair stance. The citizens on both sides want peace. Do they? Do they? I don't know. I really don't know. I thought I would try to invite Palestinian callers. Not one. Now, no challenge is too big for us here at Team Gallagher. All right. I knew it might be a challenge to find Palestinian callers. And, maybe it's a stretch because no one's going to want to call a national show and say, yeah, I'm Palestinian and I'm not really a big fan of the Jews. That might be tricky. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to one more time invite, because right now I'm looking at lonely lines. The PhD weight loss and nutrition phone bank has never been so empty. I'm trying to get Palestinian callers to this show who can give me a perspective on what you heard Jesse Waters say on Fox News yesterday. The Palestinians simply want to kill the Jews. Here's what Governor Ron DeSantis said yesterday. This is last night on Hannity on Fox News.
My position is very clear. As the first presidential candidate say, no Gaza refugees, period. We're just not going to do it. And why? Because we don't want to import the pathologies from the Gaza Strip and other places in the Middle East to the United States of America. They are taught to hate Jews. They are taught that Israel has no right to exist. The textbooks that they use don't even have Israel on the map at all. And so this is just endemic to their culture. It's a really toxic culture that's developed. So there's no reason to be importing that into the United States. And the idea that we can kind of separate like a terrorist from someone that may be a freedom lover, that just doesn't work. So we will not do that when I'm president.
Is he right? Is he correct? Is it a mistake to welcome refugees from Gaza into the United States, considering what the Palestinians are taught, which is essentially to hate Jews? And maybe that's why, we got millions of people listening to the show every week. I'm not sure that we don't have plenty of Palestinians listening to me right now who just aren't going to call because maybe, just maybe, we don't want to hear the answer. Maybe a Palestinian is reluctant to express the truth as they see it. Here was AOC last night on CNN with this horrible story out of the Chicago area where a 6-year-old little boy, a little Palestinian child, was stabbed to death by some evil monster, some landlord who said all Muslims must die. That led AOC to blame the brutal killing of the 6-year-old boy on all Republicans.
I wonder for you, is he touching on something that is perhaps real here? Should Arab countries be taking on the lion's share of the burden to absorb what could be over 1 million, if not more, refugees from Gaza?
I think there's something to be said about the region's partners being able to support and step up Palestinians. However, that does not abdicate the United States from our historic role that we've played in the world of accepting refugees and allowing people to restart their lives here. And I also want to address something very specific about what Governor DeSantis said when he said, quote unquote, all Gazans are anti-Semitic. How incredibly destructive and dangerous that rhetoric is. We just had a 6-year-old boy stabbed 26 times this morning because of rhetoric like that. And it is dangerous, it is unacceptable, it is reckless, and no leader in the United States of America should be amplifying a message like that.
Now, she is absolutely hypocritical on the issue of dangerous rhetoric, because plenty of Democrats like her have engaged in awful rhetoric against Republicans and conservatives for many, many years, and they don't expect any accountability for that. So that's a given. But who's right on this? And since I have to give up on my any hope of getting a Palestinian caller, let's open it up to everybody. 1-800-655-MIKE. Tony's in Pennsylvania. Hey, Tony, welcome to the Mike Gallagher Show. How are you?
Hi, Mike. Good morning.
Hi.
Yes, I heard this morning on Newsmax that 53% of the Palestinians in Gaza support Hamas.
You know, see, if that's true, and somebody else just texted me that as well, that I got to tell you, that surprises me, because that means almost half of the Palestinians in Gaza do not support Hamas, right?
I guess.
I mean, you know what I mean? So if
well, they are indoctrinated from the time they're born to hate Jews.
That's right. That's right. That's
not totally their fault.
No. But I mean, regardless of who's to blame, if everybody in Gaza wants to kill the Jews, we got a problem, and we can't be bringing 1 million or more refugees into the United States. That seems very clear to me. But again, if 53% of Palestinians in Gaza support Hamas, again, that means almost half do not. Quickly to Steve in Deerfield, Illinois. Hi, Steve.
Yeah, first I want to compliment you for giving credit to Biden where credit is due. I didn't think this is your style, but I'm glad you did it. But to the broader point, Iran is an existential threat to Israel. Hamas is not, right? Yeah. Hamas is 20 or 30,000 guerrilla soldiers with crude weapons, but Iran is the existential threat. And I will comment that it was 2 Republican presidents who have helped make Iran the existential threat it is to Israel.
All right, Steve. Appreciate it.